Good morning. Good Thursday morning. I think it's Thursday. Why am I never sure of the day when I call you guys? Let's see. Yeah, it's Thursday, the 27th of October. I'm, as much as I love this anchorage, I'm going to leave as soon as I get the boat ready this morning because I looked at all the forecasts and it's either I leave today, tomorrow, or the next day, and or there's no wind for a week after that, and I don't want to hang out a week. So, and out of the days to leave, which is today, tomorrow, or the next day, today looks like the one that works best for me. The least motoring, the least time spent in a gale out in the middle. And so I'm going to pack up and shove off. And also, I don't know if you can tell, but this boat's this anchorage is kind of turned rocky. There's a swell from the southwest rolling in here today. And so I don't know if it's going to abate, get worse, or stay the same, but it isn't very good. It's a beautiful anchorage. I'm sorry to leave it, but I will return another day. And I just took the video this morning of the birds, which you guys just saw. But sad to go, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'll see you on the road. Bye. And actually, I forgot a few details in that video. I'm leaving here today in an hour or so, and I had planned on I talked to Joanne last night. I can call her. I've been calling her almost every night on this Iridium Go thing. It's not only weather, but it's telephone. It's wonderful. Anyway, I had said, hey, I'm gonna hang here. Maybe I'll leave here on Saturday, which is the day after tomorrow, and go to San Carlos and get fuel and water, because I'm halfway through my water and halfway through my fuel, and then hang out a night anchored in the harbor, and then go over to Guaymas and hang out a night anchored in that harbor, and inflate the kayak and kayak around both those harbors, and then I will know them pretty well for when I return. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave here and go straight for Espiritu Santo right out of La Paz. So I'll be like 28 miles or 25 miles from my home slip when I get there. My predictions say I'll be there in about a day and a half. So let's see, noon, around in the afternoon, if it goes well, in the afternoon of Saturday. Let's see, Friday. Yeah, Friday, tomorrow. Day and a half. Yeah, if I leave in the morning, should be there before dark. Anyways, so I'm not going to get fuel. I'm not going to get water. I think I can get by. One of the deals I want to leave now is because I can sail almost the entire way. Whereas if I waited like I had planned and left on Monday or something, I'd be motoring the whole way and slightly upwind, and I don't want to do that. So I'll take the sailing, and that's why I'm leaving. I'm leaving with what water I got like 2 beers. So I intentionally didn't load the boat with beers in Puerto Penasco because I just drank them. So now I'm kind of stick to that plan, my diet plan. Don't bring it, you can't have it. Simple as that. So I intentionally did not bring a lot of beer. So now I'm gonna suffer the consequences, and hopefully it'll be good for me. I do have a little alcohol on board, so I can have a cocktail every night. But without much motoring, I won't be making much ice either. But tequila doesn't take ice, so cool. All right, man, I'm sorry to leave here, but be back a better day. Hello, friends. We're underway. It's Thursday morning, about, I don't know, 10:15 or something. Isla San Pedro Nolasco, off the Mexican coast, just north of San Carlos and Guaymas. I left there, the Mexican coast, beautiful place. I'm going all the way to Bahia de la Paz. Espiritu Santo is La Partita. Hopefully get my favorite anchorage for a few days. And should be there in about a day and a half. As you can tell, we're going to weather, going upwind, in a nice little breeze. The wind vane, the monitor wind vane is steering, doing a fine job. And half of the models predicted this upwind and half said it was going to be downwind at this point. So judging by the European model that said, yeah, that's going to be like this, they say between 3 and 6 this afternoon it's going to shift and go to downwind from over there. So it'll be nice, but this ain't bad. I mean, this is a great wind strength for this direction. I'm not pointing towards the Paz, I'm pointing more towards kind of north of Loretto, probably pointed towards Villa Concepcion or something like that, maybe a little bit south of there. But I just had a thought maybe I could go there for a few days, but then I didn't get fuel and water. Oh, and there's no wind in a few days, that's right. So this is it. I'm having a good time. It's a beautiful day. Hope you're enjoying your day. See you, bye. Well, the wind's gone light. It's 12:30. This is sailing. I'm kind of committed to not motoring now because of the fuel situation. So this is what we're gonna do. Could be worse. It's the same island. 2:30. It'll be calmed. I'm actually going north now with the tide. Could be worse. Could be crawling underneath the house. And it's 10 to 4. The light breeze has done a 180 after dying for about an hour. And now it's coming out of the predicted direction, just like almost all the predictions forecast. So we're pretty much back on course, somewhat. At least we're going south. The wind is still very weak, but it's supposed to build through the night. So, patience pays off again. The electric autopilot is driving right now because this downwind and light air is a little too much for the wind vane. Or maybe I didn't have enough patience. I don't know. So we'll probably engage it later if the wind picks up, because it actually does a better job driving than the electric autopilot when it's working right. And that kind of depends on the operator. I see bigger waves up there. Well, maybe there's more wind ahead. Well, could be worse, but there's that island. I left that shore this morning. I don't think I've gone very far. I didn't look, but that's all right. That's sailing. That's what it is. I did just finish reading a book I was reading. A book I read, I think, in the first year of owning this boat. Who became my favorite author after reading most of his books, if not all of them. Tristan Jones. I know there's mixed feelings about Tristan Jones, but to me, he's kind of a sailing hero. And I read his book, The Incredible Voyage, again. It was the first book I read of his, and it really did inspire me in my sailing, in my life. And if I wasn't reading that book on this trip, and today, as I lie below out of the sun, hard to tell, huh? I probably would have motored through this, but because he shows such perseverance in his endeavors, it helps me with mine. So it was good to revisit that book after 30 years. And now I'm starting another one which I read before too, but I don't remember, and it's called The Mind of the Sailor. We're trying to find out if there's anything in there. I'm pretty sure. So I might find out something. I've read it before, but again, a long time ago. You know, normally I always bring books to read on a boat. I think this is like the first time I've ever actually been able to do it. I don't know why that is, but I kind of like it. Kind of like laying below and reading the book. I checked the mileage. I left the anchorage at about 9:30 this morning. It's now about 5:40 this afternoon, or maybe it's evening. And I've traveled 19 miles. But it's been very enjoyable. I took a picture last night of 3 islands that appeared as the sun went down. You can see at least, well, I can see at least 2 of them right now. I took that picture from the anchorage 19 miles back. But you know what? Those are not islands, my friends. I looked at the chart after I took those pictures, wanting to know what islands were out there. And the only island that's out there is that one. That is the 3 Virgins in Santa Rosalia. That's the 3 volcanoes just north of Santa Rosalia. As you're driving in, you drive through those mountains and then the valley called the Valley of 3 Virgins. And it's 3 volcanoes. And then also in last night's picture, a crescent moon appeared above those. And I don't see it right now. Maybe it's not quite dark enough, or maybe, I'm pretty sure the moon is waxing now, not waning, but I don't know. I'm not real good at those things. Oh look, there's more mountains of the Mexican mainland. I mean, Baja. It's not the mainland. Erase, reverse, that's Baja. Mainland's over there. You can see that. And soon we're gonna see the lights of Guaymas and San Carlos. Probably see them most of the night at this rate. But another sunset at sea. Let's see, this is Thursday. I left on Wednesday, so this is what, my 9th sunset of this trip. They just keep getting better. If I don't see you again tonight, of course you will if that crescent moon shows up. I'll take another video of it or picture or something. But if I don't see you tonight, I hope I see you tomorrow. Because if I didn't, something bad happened. I am dragging the line. I was peeing earlier off this side and back of me here. And I was thinking, boy, if I fell over right now, I'd have to swim for that fishing line, which is really thin, high-tech shit, and grab a hold of it, wrap it around my hand, and try and pull myself back to the boat, because that's my only chance. And the hook ain't that far back. Oh yeah, I think it's about 40 feet back. I don't know. I certainly can't swim this fast. We're doing 5.5 knots right now. Well, we're actually probably doing, that speedo says 5.5. We're probably doing 3.8 or something. That speedo makes me feel good. It's optimistic. But I tell you what, when it said 14.7 the other day, okay, so how fast were we going? 12? I don't care, that's all I'm asking. Optimistic or not, it doesn't get that crazy wrong. Where's the moon? Ain't gonna have much moon for this whole trip, I knew that. Kind of unfortunate. Just the way the timing worked out. That book, Mind of the Sailor, is pretty damn good so far. I think I'm learning I'm the perfect single-hander. Can you give up drinking for more than a week without a problem? No, which isn't true. I quit drinking all the time. I don't drink at home much. And I quit all the time just to see if I can. And some other questions. Says maybe you're better off being a single-hander. No kidding. Yeah, man. But I do love this, man. I don't wish everybody was here, because then this place would be crowded with boats. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't lay below reading a book, but man, I sure do like it. And I hope you all have something you like I like this. Okay, found it. There's the three virgins. And there's the moon. Little crescent. Looks like it's waxing to me. I'll see it, get another video when it's a little darker, see if it comes out better. Yeah, last night, that's the change in 19 miles and everything else that changed. But last night, that moon was right over those volcanoes from where I was at. No, I've lost it. I can see it with my eyes, but I cannot see it in the phone. So, anyway. Thought I'd give you a little update. See, can you? I can't even see that too bad. We're bombing along here. It's 8:30 in the evening, and let me turn on my headlight for you. We're doing 8.1 knots through the water right now. We're trying to be on a broad reach. The wind vane is steering. I'm drinking tequila, and life is good. We're on course. Later. I just downloaded weather routing from where I'm at to where I want to go, close to where I want to go. I downloaded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different forecasts. They all agree. 0 motoring time from where I am to where I'm going. Distance traveled 170, 180 miles. All agree. Average, because it can vary depending on the course. Average speed 7.778. Yeah, it's a little optimistic, but I am doing 7.1 at the moment, 7.3. So not far off. Excuse me. Time of day is less than a day. Great, just less, 0.96 of a day. Max wind speed 15.7, 18, 17.4, 15.9, 16.4, 15.4. That's really close. Not a big spread there. Minimum wind speed 10 knots. This one minimum 14.4. Max gust 16, 22, 23, 23, 23. Time upwind, none. Time reaching, none. Time downwind, 100%. This boat prefers to reach, not to run. That's a run. That's fine. We're trying to deal with it, doing best we can. Time between 8 knots and 20 knots of wind, 100%. Oops, 100%. Always agree. And so that's what you want to see. And then here's the map. And you can push play and see all the different colored courses relate to the different forecast services. And you see the green, the wind, that's the wind. The color change in it all, that's the wind. So see, it's kind of the green there. That green is like, 10 knots. And then when it turns yellow, it's 15 knots or something. So, and then you can actually put this cursor right on that boat right there and see that 16 knots gives the direction of the wind. So anyway, we're up here. I just did this, and that's our position. Get rid of this thing. That's our position. So now we're maybe here at the most, maybe right there, probably. So it says it's 12 knots. Seems about right. I'd say it's 12 knots out there. And so it's predicting for us that we're going to come to this area here, and every one of the courses jibes. And if you watch, it's because the wind also changes. Hold on. I'm going to move it ahead in time and watch the wind barbs. They're all kind of going straight from north to south right now, more or less. Oops. Okay. That's like, let's see. Yeah, that's like right now. And that's correct. That's the wind direction. That's the speed. Everybody jibes here. Why'd they jibe? Because they want to stay in the wind? Avoid the islands? Because the wind shifted. Right now the wind is coming over my right hand shoulder. But right in here, it shifts. See that shift in the wind? And everybody jibes. This is in the future. They're recommending one of these courses. Take your choice. And jibe again a few more times down here. And the wind shifts again there. Slightly. So, fun, huh? So, looking at that, everybody goes to this corner and jibes. Where's that? Oh, wait a minute. I gotta get back to the right day. Thursday, it's gonna be Friday morning when we get to that first jibe spot. Friday morning at 4:30-ish. Okay, there's Villa Concepcion. Let me zoom this up. There's Bahia Concepcion there. They're going to this. Greg and I anchored right there. I forget the name of it. Oh, that's Punta Palpito. So this is, I forget the name of that bay. It was nice. With the southerly, it's a nice anchorage. So anyways, that's where we're going. That's it. So we're right on course to follow one of these courses. or all of them, or some variety thereof. So there you go. There's your nighttime electronics navigation course. I'm a rookie at this. Well, I'm just not very advanced. I've been using a computer to navigate on this boat since 2002, I believe. 2002, 2003. So, but not very advanced. But this is cool because this is brand new. I just downloaded this forecast, and I never had that before this trip. That was freaking awesome. And I can call Joanne on the phone a couple times a day. Unbelievable. It talks just like a regular AT&T cell phone, pretty much. Alrighty. I'll try not to bother you anymore until something else cool happens. I know you can't see him. There's a big ass bird trying to land on the top of the mast. And if that happens, he'll break my Windex. It's happened before. He's not responding to my yells to go away. Not much I can do about it.